The bell chimed faintly as the old man entered the pawn shop. Maya looked up from the condensation ring on the counter. He was painfully thin, his tweed coat hanging like a shroud, hands trembling with a fine tremor. He set a small, worn velvet box down gently. Inside lay 3 medals, a bronze star, a purple heart, and a Distinguished Service Cross. The ribbons were faded but carefully preserved. Engraved on the back of one, Arthur Pendleton. Maya felt the weight of history in her palm. Real. Earned. She glanced at his threadbare collar, polished but worn shoes, clenched fists. What were you hoping to get? She asked quietly. Enough for the week's groceries, he whispered. The words hit like a punch. A 92-year-old veteran trading his Purple Heart for bread and milk. Something snapped inside her. She glanced at the security camera, then back at him. Are you sure? These are your history. I'm 92, he said, a dry spark of humor in his pale eyes. My history's almost over. My present needs a Sunday roast. She couldn't do it. Give me a moment. Policy, I need to verify value with a specialist. A lie. She slipped into the back office, snapped photos of the medals, and posted to the local community page. A 92-year-old veteran named Arthur Pendleton is here selling his Distinguished Service Cross, Purple Heart, and Bronze Star for groceries. This isn't okay. I'm stalling him. Help. She hit post. Notifications exploded almost instantly, likes, shares, outraged comments. The post went viral. Minutes ticked by. Her boss would return soon. Then came the rumble, deep, mechanical, growing into a roar. Dozens of Harleys rolled up, filling the street. HellsAngels patches. A wall of leather and chrome. Maya's stomach dropped. She hovered over the silent alarm. The leader, Sarge, huge, gray-braided beard, strode in, 2 massive bikers flanking the door. He ignored the clutter, eyes locking on the velvet box, then on Arthur in the corner chair. You the one who posted? Sarge showed her phone screen. Her post, thousands of shares. She nodded. Sarge turned to Arthur. Arthur Pendleton. Arthur stood slowly, ramrod straight despite everything. Yes. Sarge. USMC, Gulf War. He extended a dinner plate hand. Arthur shook it. Army. 2nd Infantry. Normandy. A silent understanding passed between them. 2 wars, 50 years apart, same language of sacrifice. How much does he need for groceries? Sarge asked Maya. Arthur mumbled, about 100. Sarge peeled off bills, far more than 100, then told his men, pass the hat. One biker took his helmet outside. Every rider along the line dropped cash in. 5s, 20s, 50s, 100s. The helmet returned overflowing, thousands of dollars. Sarge set it down. That's for this week, and the next few years. He lifted the velvet box gently. We'd be honored to buy these from you, for the price of 1 Sunday roast. He handed the box back to Arthur. These don't belong in a pawn shop. They belong with a hero. Arthur's composure cracked. Silent tears fell. I'm not a hero. Just a kid who didn't want to die. That's what all the heroes say, Sarge replied, hand on his shoulder. They helped Arthur home in a thundering procession, 175 bikes escorting Maya's car. His bungalow was crumbling. Peeling paint, sagging porch, leaky roof, bare cupboards. The bikers didn't leave. They filled his fridge and pantry with military efficiency. Saturday at dawn they returned, not for a meeting, but with trucks of lumber, shingles, paint, tools. They rebuilt the roof, fixed the porch, repainted the exterior, rewired, replumbed, serviced the furnace. They worked relentlessly, teasing, swearing good-naturedly, treating Arthur like royalty. By Sunday evening the little house stood solid and warm again. They didn't stop there. Arthur became family. They gave him a leather vest with his name over the heart, no patches, just respect. He sat at their barbecues in tweed and leather, telling Normandy stories to tattooed men who listened like children. They drove him to doctors, kept his cupboards full, gave him purpose and laughter. Maya left the pawn shop. Sarge offered her a job handling the club's finances and charity work. She took it. Found her own unexpected family. The ripple spread. Donations flooded veterans groups, neighbors checked on the elderly, the story became local legend. Arthur lived to 98. He died peacefully in his fixed-up home. His funeral drew old army buddies, neighbors, and over 200 bikers whose engines roared a final salute that shook the sky. On his casket rested his medals beside his Hells Angels vest. One small, defiant choice in a dusty pawn shop changed everything.